down 10 in the third quarter when Faith Wright hit 3 3-pointers to get the Bison back in for a relatively narrow 6-point win.
Her 5 made 3-point baskets, and the answer to your question is yes. Her 5 made 3-point baskets are the most by a freshman in a single game in the Division II era. Her 15 points, obviously a career high. Finally, OBU with some regularity, partner, were able to get the ball into the basket. They shot 51% for the night, making 28 of 55, including almost 50% from three. They were 14 of 31 from beyond the arc.
Well, most Division II defenses are hardcore man-to-man. Oklahoma Baptist got it mixed up a little bit with Southeastern missing a lot of players. Darren Grover played that zone. OBU moved the ball well. I thought they might have settled for a little bit too many three-pointers, but they were getting those open shots, and they made enough of them. And like we talked about, Faith Wright had 5 of them that were just huge in that victory.
What can you say about the freshman Jaden Getman? A lot of times, whether it be football, whether it be basketball, when you play a lot of games, it seems like your body wears down. You're not used to playing. This will be game number 28. Although they played about that many in high school, but the difference in physicality, a lot of times bodies start to wear down. Jaden's actually gotten better from a scoring standpoint over the last 3 weeks of her freshman season.
Well, Todd, I think you're overlooking one thing. In high school, you have 32-minute games. These are 40-minute games, so you're going to be wore down a little bit more. So that's going to be a big adjustment, too, for Jaden Getman. Jaden Getman has scored 20 points 6 times this season. She can score in this league. She's a true freshman. The sky's the limit. I love it when she puts her nose to the grindstone, kind of got that mean look in her face. She takes people off the dribble. That rise-up jumper is deadly. And then when she's wide open for 3, she knocks them down.
Jaden Getman was 8 of 10. Most of those in or near the basket or certainly underneath the foul line, a lot in the paint. She was 1 of 1 from 3. As Scott told you, it's her 6th game of 20 or more as a freshman. It was her 19th game among 27 starts that she has scored 10 or more points. OBU defeated Southeastern 78-72. Meanwhile, East Central continued their reversal of good fortune. After starting the year, they were 0-6 in conference play. Since then, they are 11-14 overall and 8-13 in the league, and they conquered Southwestern in Ada in their home finale Thursday night, 67-52. Ashley Evans-Thompson is a good one, but really the straw that stirs the drink for the Lady Tigers is Mackenzie Crusoe. In the first meeting, Crusoe had 12 points but did not shoot like she normally does from the field. OBU hopes she draws into the cold hand here tonight in Shawnee.
One thing about Mackenzie Crusoe, she's got the inside-outside game. She's a stronger built frame, can do a lot of hitting and a lot of banging in the paint. But at the same time, you leave her open on the three-point line, she'll kill you there too.
Heather Hurt was put in an unusual situation. She was the lead assistant for longtime head coach Matt Cole. Matt was then, who was the interim director of athletics, was named the full-time director of athletics at East Central in December. And with that meant he had to step away from his women's coaching job. So he went to Heather Hurt, his assistant, who's been part of over 100 wins in women's basketball program history at East Central. He gave her the keys to the car, and she made her debut as an interim head coach in that loss to OBU. Since then, she has gone 8-9 in her last 17 ball games. And this team, much like the head coach, really seems like they become accustomed to each other with somebody other than Matt Cole down there on the bench.
And I thought that Matt Cole in that first game that Heather Hurt, he was on the bench. I thought he was going to meddle in a lot of that. But I looked, he backed off quite a bit. Heather Hurt coached a heck of a game in her first game against the Bison. 74-71 three-point game. And that's what kind of concerns me about this game, Todd, is that Heather Hurt knows that OB is going to run their 2-3 zone. And I think East Central probably has the best zone offense in the conference because they get it wide open to get a wide open look from 3 all the time.
Statistically, though, they have not shot the ball nearly as well as they have in the past. Less than 31%. They're averaging 7 makes per game from beyond the arc. It's shooting just over 37% from the floor. One other thing in favor of OBU tonight, they're at home for the first time in 2 weeks. And after 4 road stops at Southern Nazarene, Monticello, Magnolia, and on Thursday night at Southeastern. They're finally back at home to celebrate senior night in a building that they're 8-4 in this year, 6-4 against the league. And they draw a Lady Tiger team that inexplicably has not been very good away from the Kerr Center this year. They're just 3-8 in true roadies and only 2-8 in their first 10 league games away from Ada.
Yeah, it's up to the Bison. The Bison can beat anybody in this league. They've got the talent. They can shoot and score when they want to. It just seems sometimes the intensity level might not be there. So we'll see what Bison team shows up in this contest to take care of the Tigers.
We'll take a break. On the backside, we're here with Scott Wanish and Bo Overton to their nightly pregame visit. That's coming up next on the Bison Sports Network and Classic Hits, KGFF. Okay, Bob.
Inside the Noble Complex with head coach Bo Overton on senior night. Hey, Coach, playing East Central tonight, you've solidified a spot either 4 or 5 in the standings, but East Central, they're going for that last spot. So it seems like they've got more to play for than what your girls do tonight.
Well, you can say that, but I also think that we have a lot to play for too. You know, this is we're protecting our home court. This is senior night. You know, you always want to go out with a win for your seniors, and so I don't think there's any question that we have a lot to play for also.
You know, I interviewed you on the post game down in Durant, but where did Faith Wright come from? Down 10 points in third quarter, she hit 3 crucial three-pointers in the third to get back in that game.
Well, like I said, you know, you have to give her a lot of credit because she has continued to work hard, you know, all during the season. You know, she's playing behind a lot of older players and has just gotten better and better and better at you know, she's always been able to shoot it. It's being able to do everything else, and she's just really a hard worker, and I was really proud of her the way she, you know, because when they went to that zone, we knew we could put her in, and you know, that's something that she knows how to do very well.
And you guys are used to that man-to-man. You also mentioned that in the post game, but you really found some holes in that zone, moving that ball around the perimeter. And then, of course, when Getman got around the free throw line, it seemed that was the nail in the coffin for Southeastern.
Well, I think when you looked at the game early, we kind of forgot, you know, to go inside. You know, they kind of had us pushed out, and you know, Mo made some threes early. And then when Faith started making some, it kind of spread them out. And then once they spread out, then it was time for Jaden and Jill to kind of do what they do, and they did a great job.
Then in the assist game, so you got a lot of assists because of those three-pointers. like you said, you forgot to go inside. 4 assists from Melissa Southard, 5 from Kennedy Large, 5 from Madison Chambers. And the thing about Kennedy Large, she seems to have a nose for the ball on the offensive end. Struggling sometimes on the offensive board. Kennedy Large goes outside. I watch her curl in and time those rebounds to keep extra possessions alive.
Well, that's another thing, you got to give her credit for, because we've really been talking to her, as the season has progressed, and, her job and her role, and that's a big-time role for her and big-time role for our team, is to get second chances, and she has really figured out ways to use that skill that she has and give us second chances.
Well, it looks like you're going to be playing Arkansas Tech, win or lose, in the first round. They swept the series with you, but they're on a losing streak right now. So this game is big for you to get momentum going into the tournament to face them.
Yeah, it is. You just want to be playing your best ball as you get into next week, and coming off our last game and a nice week of practice, and hopefully we can continue that tonight and keep it going.
Anything you want to say about the seniors leaving today on senior night?
Oh, it's just what a great group. What a great group. Malou's one of the first players we signed when we got here. Maddie and Mo, for them to trust us and stay here, just a special group, and looking forward to hopefully finishing on a really high note with them.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Bo Overton and Scott Wanish at a pregame show. And again, when that was recorded, we didn't have all the results. Arkansas Tech and Washita were winners today, which means Tech is locked into the number 4 seed. OBU would be 5 via the head-to-head tiebreaker that the Golden Suns would have over the Bison. Now, if East Central, who's already locked into 7th, according to Will Pruitt, the commissioner of the conference, if they would have win here tonight, OBU would flip with Washita. The Lady Tigers would be the 5th seed. OBU would be the 6th. And the difference is, obviously, you would avoid Southern Nazarene in the first round. I like the 3-6 matchup, Henderson State at OBU. I like avoiding Harding, though, until possibly the conference championship game, which you would do in the 4-5 matchup.
Yeah, I like your thinking there, but it really, this league's not like just the hardest league to play in. It's like anybody can defeat anybody and on any given night. Now, given Southern Nazarene has not lost a home game in the conference, and the Bison were the closest to beating them, had the lead there in the waning seconds, lost 57-55 in Bethany. So, like I said earlier, what Bison team shows up, that's the determination of winning and losing.
Couple of finals from earlier today. Game 1 of a reshuffled doubleheader today at Bobby Cox Field in Ford Park. OBU wins 14-4 in a 7-inning run rule victory over Harding. At last check, in the 7-inning game, it was 1-1. In the 5th, we'll have the final game of that series on the Bison Sports Network, and I'll have the call tomorrow. Time not yet announced. Softball wins their opener of a 3-game set in Searcy against Harding. Haley Jones with the distance got the win. OBU blanks Harding 3-0. They're underway in the second game as well. One other note that Scott alluded to with Coach Overton about the assists against Southeastern. The Bison, who come in averaging almost 12.5 assists per ball game, among the leaders of the conference, had 18 on Thursday night. That is the most that they've had since they had 21 this floor against Southern Arkansas back on January the 26th. More pregame coming up from Shawnee after these messages. Tonight's game brought to you by First United Bank on the Bison Sports Network and Classic Hits, KGFF. Monticello 81-62. Arkansas Tech solidified the number 4 spot in the conference tournament, winning 94-87 over Southern Arkansas. Northwestern 77, Southeastern 60. Southern Nazarene 67, Southwestern 60. Henderson State and Harding about to tip off at 5:30 as well. Men's finals from today: Ouachita over UAM 75-61. Southwestern loses to Southern Nazarene in overtime at Weatherford 77-75. Northwestern falls at home to Southeastern 95-93. In overtime with 3:57 to play in the ball game now, Arkansas Tech leads in Russellville over Southern Arkansas 78-72. And tipping off at 7:30 tonight, Harding against Henderson State. Fans, make sure you stay up to date on the latest in OBU sports by following us on Facebook at OBU Bison and on Twitter and Instagram at OBU_athletics. And a reminder that Bison Athletic Association donors are making a direct and tangible impact on the success of over 450 OBU student athletes in the classroom, in the community, and in their fields and courts of competition. When you give to the BAA, you are truly invested in champions. Learn more. Sign up today at obubison.com/BAA. Both of these teams will be back in Shawnee at Fire Lake Arena next week for the first round of the Great American Conference Tournament. For Oklahoma Baptist, it will be just their second trip to the GAC tournament since they became members in 2015. And that's our pregame show tonight, courtside for the Noble Complex in Shawnee. Stay tuned. 11-14 East Central and 15-12 Oklahoma Baptist coming up next here on the Bison Sports Network and Classic Hits KGFF. Bryson Hill and Shawnee, Todd Miller, Scott Wadish, Bob Easley, the crew. Moments away from tip-off in the regular season finale. Both of these teams are headed to the conference tournament, but tonight it's East Central at Oklahoma Baptist. Here's a look at tonight's starters. First of all, for interim head coach Heather Hunt, East Central 11-14. Hunt is 8-10 as the interim head coach, including a loss 74-71 in Ada back in December to Oklahoma Baptist. Ashley Evans-Thompson will start. She's a 5'8 freshman from El Reno, averaging 10 points, 1.6 rebounds. Kennedy Cummings is a 5'6 sophomore from Moore. She averages 5.5 points, 3.8 rebounds per ball game. Izzy Cummings, a 5'8 redshirt senior from Elgin, averaging 10.6 points per ball game and 2.8 rebounds. Kate Ogle is a 5'11 redshirt senior from Baldwin City, Kansas. She averages 5.8 points per ball game and 4 rebounds. And Mackenzie Crusoe, the 5'7 redshirt junior from Choctaw, averaging a team-high 13 points and 6 rebounds. So again, it's Evans, Thompson, Cummings. That is Kennedy and Izzy Cummings. Ogle and Mackenzie Crusoe tonight, the starters for East Central. The Bison will go pretty much with the same starting lineup. They will, however, insert Malou Savannah on senior night into the starting lineup. Malou is a 5'11 senior from Copenhagen, Denmark. She is making her first start of her senior year, averages 3.4 points per ball game and 1.9 rebounds. Madison Chambers is a 5'11 senior from Muldrow. For Madison, this is her 94th game, 34th start, in her final regular season appearance in the Noble. She averages 12.2 points per ball game and 2.8 rebounds. Melissa Southern making her 34th start, game number 88, and her regular season finale in Shawnee. 5'11 senior from Elk City, averaging 4.9 points per ball game and 2.9 rebounds. Jill Leslie, coming off a 15-point, 7-rebound effort down in Durant on Thursday night, gets the start. A 6'3 sophomore from Wichita Falls, averaging 6.7 points per ball game and 5 rebounds. And Jaden Getman, one of the hottest players in the league right now. She had 20 and 5 rebounds on 8 of 10 shooting the road win at Southeastern, averaging a team-high 13 and 5 rebounds a game. She is a 6'2 freshman from Stratford. Overton 33 and 42 against the GAC. He is 28 and 29. He's 3 and 4 against East Central, but 1 and 2 against the Lady Tigers here in this building. East Central leads the Division II series 13-4. They won 10 of the first 11 meetings. OBU, though, was 3 and 4 the last 7. And one other note we need to make sure our listeners and our viewers know is that Malou Savannah's dad is in attendance tonight from Denmark. He came bringing in a big red and white flag. They actually have it hanging on the top level of the Noble Complex, almost directly behind us. That flag, of course, from the country of Denmark. Pretty cool touch here from Malou Savannah on senior night.
Yeah, Savannah, you could just see the expression on her face. They're grinning right now, the seniors, getting the start and everything. I think that's a tribute to Coach Overton to give these seniors one last gasp here at the Noble Complex.
East Central, the road, black and orange. OBU the home, white, green, and gold. Jill Leslie to jump center, and she does so against Ogle. And on a double tap, Oklahoma Baptist has the first possession. No score. We're just underway here with the first period of play. East Central starts the game in that zone defense. Out high with it is Getman. She angles left, hands to Chambers, slides right, now pivots back left to the paint. Cross courts to Malou Savannah. Shot clock down to 10. Hard dribble right, Getman. Cross courts, right corner, Chambers. Down low to Leslie. In traffic, catches, goes up, overshoots the entire rim. Jill unable to get the rebound, and the basketball belongs to Mackenzie Crusoe. East Central moving from right to left here the first 2 periods of play. Their first offensive touch of the night. Kennedy Cummings between the rings for Izzy Cummings. Back to Kennedy, foul on extended right wing. 9:15 to play here in the opening period. No score. The shot clock down to 10 for ECU. Ashley Evans Thompson on the Bison center circle logo. Veers to the top of the key, 4 to shoot. Kicks it left side, Izzy Cummings. She drives, and Chambers blocked the shot flat-footed. Maddie with the rebound of the counterattack up the right sideline. Now she veers left, turns the court of the goal. Layup is good. Hung on the front of the rim, rolled in. It's 2-0 Oklahoma Baptist.
Hey, that's what the senior needs to do in this game. I think Chambers could have took Cummings off the dribble on that initial offensive possession.
Those 3 seniors, a key cog in the turnaround of Bison basketball. When they were here, this program was not very good. Cummings inside the arc, Kennedy's jumper good, and just like that, East Central ties the game at 2. 90 seconds gone here in the opening period.
That's just too wide open. Kennedy Cummings didn't even realize. She thought that there'd be a defender there.
For the 6 games finals of the conference, Harding, Henderson State tipping off in Searcy along with our game here tonight. Chambers pump fakes, pulls up off the dribble, 16-footer short. Maddie with a rebound off the front of the rim. Now to Getman. Jaden tries to probe, can't. Now back to Chambers out front. Shot clock down to 14 for Oklahoma Baptist. Chambers a hard dribble right on a crossover. Cross courts at left corner. Savannah to Southern for 3. That one barely hit the front of the rim, but Chambers with the rebound dribbles out from underneath.
Yeah, Chambers needed to take that shot just behind the right block instead of kick it out to the left corner. she's got a height advantage on Cummings guarding her.
Shot clock already down to 8. Southern with a strong dribble between the circles, moves left of a Leslie screen to the goal. Shot was blocked that time by Kennedy Cummings. Off the deflection, Evans Thompson has it. Attacks right to the goal around Malou, misses the layup, but she'll go to the line for a pair because Malou Savannah hacked her in the act, and that's the first Oklahoma Baptist foul of the night.
You know, I think that was a clean block by Kennedy Cummings on Southern, but up the lane, Cummings was riding Southern with her arm and holding her back. That's why she couldn't get to the rim very fast.
East Central, a pretty good foul shooting team, 74.5, and Evans Thompson cleanly hits the first. She's a 78% foul shooter, and that breaks a 2-2 tie. Second one is on the way, and that one is good. Ashley Evans Thompson gives East Central a 4-2 lead. She'll use some pressure in the backcourt as Jaden Getman moving, trying to get a screen set for Southern. Mo spins, and now Evans Thompson clangs into Getman as she tries to get around the screen. Southern, right wing side, Savannah down low to Leslie. Layup is good. And look at that with 3 seconds of the shot clock.
Yeah, and that was a good pass by Savannah. She was trusting Leslie as the receiver. Nice cut. Perfect pass because that was a narrow window.
4-4 tie, 7:06 to play first period. Out high, Izzy Cummings with a basketball. Wing right for 3, Kate Ogle. Front rims that one. Getman tips the rebound to Melissa Southern. OBU early on the glass with a 4-1 rebounding advantage over a team that's being out-rebounded by 5.5 per ball game. Chambers, Savannah, open 3, top of the circle, spins off. Rebound down low to Mackenzie Crusoe. Wing right, Izzy Cummings. Her 3 is short. Rebound to Malou Savannah.
Savannah blocked out Cummings. Great job by Malou Savannah, that backside rebounding.
Down low with the basketball as Getman turns to her left and hit a little 4-footer. That's too easy. 4 straight in the paint right at the rim for the Bison. They are up 2.
And Todd, they can do that all day long. I think Chambers has a good matchup. Leslie's going to tower over all those players. And then, of course, right there, Getman.
Points in the paint, already 6-0 Bison the advantage. Bounce pass right baseline, Kennedy Cummings. She drives it underneath the goal, floats a pass left side, Izzy Cummings, pump fakes, drives, pulls up from 15. Misses it too strong. Good help defense by Getman after Malou Savannah. Bit on the pump fake. Up ahead, it's Chambers. Maddie to Savannah for 3. Bang! The Denmark native knocks down a 3 with her father in attendance and a timeout, East Central. 5:53 to play before the end of the first period. It's 9-4 Bison on Senior Night, presented by First United Bank of the Bison Network and KGFF.
Okay.
He hit a bomb. Huh? Okay. What about softball? Us? Nothing Bison run. They've grabbed a 5-point lead with 5:53 to play. Across campus, Dan Pruitt, the All-American, draws a bottom of the 7th bases loaded walk to walk off Harding. Bison win it 2-1. They sweep the doubleheader today. Softball went earlier 3-0 at Searcy. They're in the 4th at Harding, leading 1-0.
Boy, when you sweep a doubleheader in cold weather like this, it makes it feel so much better.
Be warmer tomorrow. We'll be out there with the Bison Sports Network with the call as well. Kate Ogle, right baseline. They whip it back out front. Ogle, top of the circle to Cummings. Kennedy hesitates, pulls up for a long 2 over Getman and misses that. Southern the rebound, outlets to Chamber. Madison spins right wing, back to Southern, down to Leslie, slot left. On the wing, Malou Savannah. Savannah to Chambers, wide open for 3. Bang! She knocks down her 20th 3 of her senior year. The run extends to 10 straight, and the Good Gals lead by 8.
Boy, perfect rotation on that shot by Chambers. Just nothing but net.
Bison heating up. They're at 56% shooting. They've made 4 straight. They're 5 of 9. Wing left, Izzy Cousins for East Central. Cummings one dribble to Evans Thompson, right front court. The cross-court left wing. Kennedy Cousins on the baseline to Ogle, who rolls in a mid-range jumper.
Got to get a hand up on that face, even though that's an outside shot on the baseline.
12-6. That ends a 10-0 Oklahoma Baptist run. Forecourt left with it is Southern. Moe comes to a jump stop to Chambers, foul line right, and she threw it away. Getman had to try to save it in bounds, and she did so to Kennedy Cummings all the way to the goal, and she draws the foul. And that all started because of a live ball turnover at the other end.
Yeah, Getman did a great job pinning the Tiger inside, almost underneath the goal. She's got to realize that ball's going to come outside the paint just a little bit and go get that, because Chambers didn't throw that ball very hard.
Emily Wilson, Emma Epperly check in for the first time. The first off the bench tonight is Faith Wright, coming off a career-high 5 made triples and 15 points at Southeastern of the win on Thursday night. That last foul was against Melissa Southern, so that's her first, team second. That sends Kennedy Cummings to the line, and she splashes down the first free throw. East Central, 2 of 7 shooting for the floor, but they're now 3 of 3 from the foul line. Second one is up, and that one is clean. So they've answered a 10-0 OBU run with 4 unanswered, all from the foul line themselves. 12-8, 4.5 to play first half.
And that's unfortunate because it came on that turnover where it looked like Getman might have had an easy bucket in the paint.
Faith Wright's going to be called for a carry as she sidestepped from the wing to the top of the key. I stand corrected, the 4-0 run is on a field goal and 2 free throws. Both or all 4 from Kennedy Cummings. 12-8 our score, 4:17 to go in the first period. Bison chasing a man-to-man defense. Epperly out front to Evans Thompson. Gets a screen, lets fly a 3, no good. Rebound run down by Chambers. 0 of 4 3-point shooting to start for the Lady Tigers, and that's one of their big fortes. Getman holds high. Wing left with it is Large, who's out there. Also out there right. Handles it and swings it right to Chambers. Left wing side to Faith. Right to Leslie, top of the key. Back to Maddie. Shot clock down to 13. Chambers with a hard left dribble. Now on a screen and roll, bounces for Leslie, who comes up strong and a jumper from 4 feet. East Central dodges a bullet with a miss.
Boy, great play by Chambers, bringing 2 defenders to her.
Underneath the basket, Evans Thompson goes back door, overshoots the rim on a tough shot. Leslie has the miss for OBU.
Good hustle by Leslie coming because she was down trying to get back in transition. She got there just in time for the rebound.
Decent senior night crowd here at the Noble for the final appearance of the basketball season for both men's and women's teams. Faith Wright pivots in the right slot. Out front on the Bison center circle logo was Chambers. Now she crosses over, drives deep, sets right up for 3. Back rims that one for the corner. Jill Leslie with another offensive rebound. That's the 3rd for OBU. Now she'll trigger a 3. Bang! She hit that one to the top of the circle. Jill had a 3 down at Durant Thursday night. She now has her 12th triple of the year, and OBU leads at 15-8.
Chambers set her up again, off the dribble, going left. Defense going with her, drops it off back up top of the key.
Bison had 18 assists at Southeastern. They have assisted on 5 of their 6 made baskets here tonight as Cummings drives baseline left to right, flips it up and in. It's 15-10 Bison.
Wow, that wasn't an easy shot. Cummings got hit down low, and then she reaches back with that reverse layup.
2:37 to play here with the first period. 15-10 Oklahoma Baptist. Leslie guarded out high by Emma Epperly. Left side it goes for Wright. One dribble. Now Getman handles a pass on the baseline. She drives around the defender. The goal shot was challenged. It was blocked by Epperly. Getman gets her own miss and hangs on the front of the rim and falls off, so she'll go to the line for 2.
I like the way Getman, 6'2", took 5'7". Mackenzie Crusoe hard off the dribble up the left baseline. She missed the initial shot, might have got hit. Gets the call on the second putback.
Here comes Sierra Copeland, whose minutes have been reduced at Southern Arkansas and Southeastern to finish up the road trip. She's in for the first time. Southern, along with Savannah, about to check in as Getman awaits the free throws. 2:23 to play in the opening period. 15-10 Oklahoma Baptist here at home. Bison trying to close out a 9-win home court season as Getman hits the first free throw. Jaden anchors the free throw line efficiency for OBU along with Malou Savannah. Savannah shooting 96%. Getman is at 85%. And she hits both, and out she comes. Jaden Getman with 4 points, 5 from Leslie and Chambers. The leading scores, the other 3 from Malou Savannah. 17-10 OBU by a touchdown. 2:17 to play here in the first period from the Noble. Wing left into the central forecourt. Epperly, a hard dribble to the foul line. Goes up over Copeland. Now looks for a cutter. Finds her. The layup is good. Well, that was good patience as she found Crusoe cutting to the rim as that possession was under duress, and the bucket's good.
Crusoe got a step on Southern on that backdoor cut.
Large 2 dribbles, hard right, hands it off the right. Left dribble, pulls over the free throw line, missed it off the back rim. Rebound to East Central. The advantage 5 for Oklahoma Baptist. 17-12 with a minute 41 to play here in the first period.
See, this is really a tight game. That 7-point lead, you're feeling kind of comfortable. You want to extend this before the end of the quarter.
Cummings to Cummings as Kennedy spins away from Kennedy Large, who's going to commit the foul. So one of the Kennedys was going to get the better of the other, and in this instance it was East Central's Cummings that got the better of Large. Cummings to trigger it in, right baseline for Epperly. The shot is off the rim, no good. A whistle and a loose ball foul against Kennedy Cummings. That's her first and the Lady Tigers' second.
That initial shot was blocked by Sarah Copeland. That's why it was an air ball. Nice play by Copeland. She had a big block in Durant Thursday night.
Sarah Copeland now has 18 blocks, second most of the ball club. That in limited minutes at times this year off the bench. Wing left, Melissa Southern. To right, Faith, 1 dribble, pivots at the elbow to strike. Cross courts for Malou Savannah, 12 to shoot. Faith right, thought about the jumper, now works right of a screen from Copeland. Faith needs some help, picks her dribble up, pivots, 4 seconds to shoot. Hands it off to Southern, who drives baseline, dumps it across the paint. Layup is good by Kennedy Large. How about the dish that time by Southern, who gets her first assist of the night and her 61st of her senior year.
Then Epperly was going to block that shot, but Large, she pump fake, got Epperly in the air, put it off the board.
50 seconds to play, opening period. Epperly bounces it out high. Crusoe's 3, almost airballed as it hit the front of the rim and then clangs out of bounds. So possession will go back to Oklahoma Baptist. There's a difference of 15.7 on the shot and game clock. 45.7 seconds to play opening half. Opening period, 19-12 Bison.
Overton just called a play here, so it looks like I think they're going to reverse it to the opposite side.
Southern to Large to Savannah, right of a screen from Copeland. Out pops Mo, left wing. She dribbles into the paint, sets right up for 3. Bang! Faith Wright knocks down OBU's 4th 3 of the night. It's a 10-point lead.
Beautiful follow through. Wright just set up camp in that right corner while everything was going on the opposite side of the floor, and that's what Overton called was opposite, so
right
that's what that is.
Hitting 5 of 11 on Thursday night from 3, had been 1 of 7 from beyond the arc and 1 of 12 before the trip to Durant. 5 seconds to play here in the first period. Epperly will hoist one out front, missed it. Rebound tipped by OBU. Southern has it, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it. So Oklahoma Baptist trailed 4-2. From that point, they went on a 20-8 run, and they lead by double digits after 10 minutes at Shawnee, 22-12. Tonight's game brought to you by First United Bank on the Bison Sports Network in Classic Hits KGFF. Okay.
Okay, guys, we gotta make this quick. I got a 7 o'clock curtain call at the opera.
You know you could just order online.
No. A gentleman always does things the old-fashioned way.
All right, well, I just put your order in.
Huh?
Well, it
You know
didn't
what?
tell you
We're
what I
hitting
ordered.
shots
I
again.
got you an ultimate patty melt with a side of loaded fries and a Dr. Pepper.
That is what I ordered. We spend way too much time together.
Now you can order your food and fried pies online at boomerangdiner.com.
The game has gone final at Arkansas Tech, and the Wonder Boys blew one. They lose at home in double overtime to Southern Arkansas, 85-83. Here it's OBU leading by 10. East Central starts the basketball game of the second period with possession. Ogle with it to Cummings out high. Attacks right, shot blocked out there by Getman. Bison already have 3 block shots here in a little more than a period. Getman on a half-court pass to Large wing left.
Yeah, Getman's got that look in her face again where she means business. You can see another 20-point game today.
Copeland cross courts at Large's 3, a little too strong. East Central with a rebound. Is sneaking in as Izzy Cummings. Cummings will wait for everyone to clear out. Now she'll walk it across midcourt with the left hand of the air. 22-12, opening minute of play, second period, OBU at home. Wing right, Caruso got a good look at a 3 and bricked it. Rebound off the floor to Jaden Getman. With that miss, East Central is now 4 of 16 shooting. Oklahoma Baptist is 8 of 17.
Good block out by Copeland on Epperly.
Chambers pass deflected. Getman rips it away in the paint. Kicks it to Mo Southern right side. 13 to shoot. Southern right corner for Jaden Getman. Copeland sets a screen. Now Getman moves left looking for Sierra. It's Chambers top of the key. 5 to shoot. Chambers holds high to Southern on a cross-court pass. 2 seconds to shoot. Southern down the paint, throws it up and hit the side of the rim. Rebound picked up by Kate Ogle as she ripped it away from Sierra Copeland.
I tell you, it was big for OBU to be up by 10 at the end of the first quarter momentum-wise. That's what I always talk about, keeping the foot on the gas. They drove to the finish there.
East Central's scoring drought is now over 3.5 minutes. Right corner is Cummings. Cross courts it to Kennedy Cummings. Out high, jumper good for the free throw line by Crusoe. 22-14, and right on cue, the scoring drought of over 3.5 minutes is over for East Central. Bison need to keep the pedal to the metal, partner.
Yeah, I like that, giving that ball to Chambers there where you can come up easily. Whenever Southern has it, they've got Evans full court press.
Chambers to Southern, left corner three, bang! Mo with her second three, boy, she is really playing well down the stretch of her final semester at Bison Hill. 11-point OBU lead, their biggest.
Southern was 4 of 7 from downtown Thursday night for 13 points.
OBU had a season high 14, made triples at Southeastern. They're 5 of 9 to start this one tonight from beyond the arc. Down low, Caruso drives against Chambers over the top. Getman trying to block the shot called for the foul. That's her first. 4 Bison now have at least one personal, and that's team foul number 1 against Oklahoma Baptist here with 2.5 minutes gone in the second period. OBU leading 25-14. They trailed 4-2, and since then have dominated this basketball game, holding the Lady Tigers to less than 30% field goal shooting. Crusoe's first foul shot rolls off, no good. McKenzie has not shot the ball well in 2 games thus far against Oklahoma Baptist. 2 of 4 tonight, 1 of 2 at the foul line. She has her 5th point. Lead is 10, 25-15 with 7:24 to play before the break.
Yeah, Evans is on the bench, so they didn't pick up Southern full court. I think Heather Hurt wanted to use that speed of Evans.
Henderson State, Harding underway in Searcy. We'll get you an update when we can at halftime. Kennedy Large, that's the only other game. Everything else has gone final in the conference on the final day of the regular season. Large with it, holds right quarter. Angle dribbles to the wing, spins back to the baseline. Steps around the defender, scoops it up. Would have been a really good shot had it dropped. Tatum Haven with the rebound. Haven is the younger daughter of former men's basketball coach Jay Havens. She has family here in the Shawnee area. Jaden Weiberg, the niece of OSU athletic director Chad Weiberg, is out there as well. Mackenzie Crusoe off the dribble, pulls up from 15, back rims it. Jaden Getman rips down the rebound. Jaden already has 4 rebounds, tied with Chambers for the team lead. Southern off the dribble from 15, splashes it down. Melissa Southern has another basket. She has 5 points in the ball game, and OBU leads at 27-15.
Southern, the senior, really has got her shot going in this latter half of the season. Elbow perpendicular to the floor, nice follow through.
Havens bounce pass to Caruso with her back to the basket, left baseline. OBU to zone. They cross court at Weiberg's 3, no good. The former Lady Cat from Medill misses on her first attempt. OBU quickly into the front court. Chambers right to left, around 2 defenders to the goal for the lay-in.
Yeah, I've never seen a right-handed dribbler go left as much as Maddie Chambers, but beautiful move. Went under the first defender after with that good speed to the rim with the left hand.
Timeout East Central, 6:08 to play in the half. Bison by 14. Tonight's game brought to you by First United Bank on the Bison Network and Classic Hits, KTFF.
Okay.
Update from Searcy. 5:42 to play in the first half. Harding leads Henderson State in women's basketball 27-22. Visit shopobubison.com, the official online store of Bison Athletics. Browse their tremendous selection of officially licensed OBU shirts, hats, jackets, and more. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. East Central has the basketball. Caruso now handling the ball with the point guard. Weiberg works it right circle. Flips it across to Kennedy Allison. In for the first time. She had 12 points in the game at Ada. Allison going to work against Leslie. Left low post, spins off balance, throws it up and hit the hill of the cup. Jill Leslie with her team in game high 5th rebound for the Bison. They lead by 14. East Central has gone scoreless again for the last 2:04 this first half. Chambers to Getman, wide open. Layup is good and one.
Good pass by Chambers. She led Getman. Getman being a good receiver, grabbing the ball, going and getting it. Strong with it, up strong and one.
Jaden Getman with her 6th point, a chance to make it 7. Allison with the bang for the bucket, her first personal fouls. The free throw is up and it's good. Bison have raced out to a 17-point lead thanks to a 7-0 run over the last 2:14 of this ball game. Wing right, Kennedy Allison against the zone defense. They swing it left, Emily Wilson. She'll bounce it off of the baseline for Mackenzie Caruso. Caruso with it to Weiberg in front of us. Between the circles, it's Haven. Now to Caruso, penetrates, sets Tatum Haven up for 3, missed it wide left. East Central with that miss, 5 of 21 shooting, 0 of 8 from 3. Chambers tried to lob it again to Leslie. He was open and over the top. Allison tips it out of bounds.
Well, good hustle by Kennedy Allison. She was the trailer on the defense, read that the whole way. Again, one of those hesitation passes by Madison. She had more time. If she just got rid of that ball a little earlier, easy layup.
Malou Savannah baseline right to inbound and a whistle. And they're going to call a hold in the paint against Izzy Cummings, and that's her first. That's the second against ECU here in the second period.
I think Izzy Cummings matching up with Chambers is a tough matchup for her.
I'd hold too. Malou Savannah with it above her head right in front of the ECU bench. Faith right back out there, swings it left wing side for Chambers. Top of the key to Faith with 13 to shoot. One dribble, underhands the pass to Malou Savannah. She spins down the paint, had it knocked out of her hands. Able to push it to Faith. Her 3 right wing, no good. Leslie with a rebound, dribbles out from underneath to the corner. It gives OBU another opportunity. Bison have their 5th offensive rebound, but then they turn it over. That's only their 4th turnover of the ball game. Evans-Thompson then turns it over. She dribbled it off of her leg. Ball picked up by Chambers. It's knocked away by Kennedy Cummings, and then a foul on the loose ball as Wright had picked it up, and Kennedy Cummings picks up her second.
I think you credit Madison Chambers with a steal there. After the turnover, she tipped that ball away, and that's how it got away from Evans-Thompson.
32-15 Oklahoma Baptist. They face Arkansas Tech in the 4-5 matchup next weekend here in Shawnee. If they win, if they lose, they will face Henderson State. Leslie triple teamed on the entry pass, and over the top it's knocked away by Evans-Thompson. She stumbles, and they're going to say that Faith Wright made contact with her, and they may have actually got their feet tangled up, but that's the first against the Dale freshman Faith Wright.
That's exactly what happened, and Jake Cootie called a block. They looked like they got their feet tangled up initially near the half-court line. Then the second time, I guess Cootie elected to call a block.
Mackenzie Caruso just re-entered. She triggers and bounds to Ashley Evans-Thompson. Guarded by Faith Wright. OBU looks like they've gone to man-to-man defense. Between the circles, Izzy Cummings. Right side, Caruso. Down low, a hold, and that's foul number 2 on Faith Wright. That's the 3rd against Oklahoma Baptist, so 2 more since East Central to the free throw line as Getman will check out. Kennedy Large comes back in. Caruso handles the inbounds pass, wing right. Reverses off of the baseline, Izzy Cummings. She drives around Savannah. Feeds it to a wide open Ogle who missed the bump in front of the rim, but she's fouled. And that all started because Malou Savannah gave up the baseline, and it cost her teammate Kennedy Large her second foul.
Okay, OBU up 32-15 by 17. 3:54 to go. Keep the foot on the metal. You can just bury them in the first half where they won't have that will to win in the latter half. Because East Central right now has no continuity on offense, and they're really bricking a lot of open shots.
Kate Ogle's foul shot is short. OBU on a 7-0 run as part of a 15-3 run over the last 8-16. And the scoring drought for East Central finally ends at 1:43 after Ogle hits the second free throw. OBU doubling up the guests from Ada tonight, 32-16. Savannah around the screen to Chambers, right wing, bounces it to Leslie. Out there on her top of the key, Ogle. Right quarter right. On the wing, it's Madison Chambers, 10 to shoot. Chambers, a left screen and a moving screen against Large. That's her third. I'll tell you what I'm seeing. Early in the ball game, OBU is attacking. Now they're starting to play that shot clock down deep, and they're just not as good and efficient offensively, Scott, when they have to hurry a possession.
No doubt about that. I think a lot of it is like you say, I even hear you say the call, one dribble and then a pass, or one dribble and pick it up. Picking up them dribbles, that really lets the defense relax.
3:17 to play here in the first half. OBU leading 32-16. Driving baseline, pivoting Izzy Cummins. Puts one up around Savannah. Missed it. Leslie with a rebound and a foul. That's on Izzy Cummings. That's her second. That's the fourth against ECU. Both teams will be into the double bonus with the next whistle.
Good job by Jill securing that basketball. It was a little low where Cummings thought she could get it, but Jill being really strong, pulling that back up high.
Tatum Havens, a freshman from Tahlequah, again, her dad Jay was the head coach 4 years ago at East Central, had a terrific run at Ada. Her Lady Tigers are actually playing Shawnee tonight for a 5A regional championship. Malou Savannah out high. Jill Leslie's three rolls off. Rebound poked down by Faith Leslie, but she slammed it right to Jaden Weiberg. Weiberg up ahead to Ogle on the right quarter, back to Jaden. Swings it left side, Havens on the baseline for Crusoe. 17 to shoot. Caruso spins deep, draws a double. Out front, it's Havens. Line drive three, spins off for the top of the circle. Chambers the rebound with her head up and the ball in her right hand. Veers into the paint, lobs it down low for Getman. She pivots, bangs into the defender, cross courts it. Faith right, steps inside the arc, fires a three. It's no good. Getman with another offensive rebound. Gets it down low to Chambers, and it's intercepted by Havens.
Boy, that was a lazy pass by Getman. Getman did so good being so strong with the rebound, then her intensity dropped a little.
6-0 OBU on the offensive glass. Ogle, a wide open three, misses that one short in front of us. They are 0 of 11 from three-point range, and OBU's scoring drought continues. It's over 3.5 minutes, Scott, yet they lead by 16.
Well, credit the defense and limiting East Central to just one shot. That was always been a bugaboo this season. Offensive glass for the Bison.
East Central coming in at a minus 28 on the offensive glass. OBU minus 102 on 27 games. Another OBU turnover.
You know, that was a bounce pass out of bounds by Getman, but again, I'm going to talk receiver. Jill had her pin. Jill's got to release and get that. That's a bounce pass.
8th turnover for OBU. Points off turnovers, 5-0 East Central. The Bison have turned the Lady Tigers over just one time. Wilson and Epperly have returned for interim head coach Heather Hurt in East Central late in the first half. Minute 43 to play before the break. Emma Epperly, Crusoe, right of a screen, hard dribble now behind the back, gets around Leslie and lays it in.
Boy, nice move. Caruso right-handed, like you said, around the back. She's right-handed, left hand off the board.
Chambers between the rings to Getman. A minute 25 to play first half. OBU's lead is 14, and they've gone scoreless now for over 4 minutes. Chambers cross courts at right, pump fakes, drives, shoots from 6, and got it to drop.
You know, Wright's shot is really flat, but she was hot at Southeastern with the same way, and that soft touch allows that ball to go in.
She's 2 of 6 shooting here tonight. Wing right with the basketball is Emma Epperly. Top of the key to Caruso. Left side Wilson. Emily's 3 over Getman, nothing but net.
Yeah, nice shot by Wilson. Getman had her hand up, just going to have to get a little closer to her next time.
1 of 11 now from 3 are the Tigers. 45 seconds to play first half, 34-21. Malou Savannah, the home white and greens for OBU. It's been a while since we've seen them wear that uniform. 2 weeks today exactly, last home game against Harding. Between the circles is Getman and a reach-in foul. Caruso honestly looked like it was a clean strip. Instead, Getman gets the whistle, and OBU's going to get 2 free throws.
Yeah, they're calling some touch fouls here, and that was by Darcy Schlaubaugh. He was on the opposite side of the court. And from our vantage point, I agree with you. I thought that was pretty clean, but you just can't get any skin whatsoever in this game.
Will Pruitt keeping us informed on the possible playoff scenarios. Just got a text for the league commissioner, and we'll tell you at halftime what the men's probability looks like as far as their seeds are concerned as Getman hits the first free throw. Second one is up, and it's good. They clinched last week after the win at Southern Arkansas. It wasn't released until Thursday night. 5 consecutive trips to the Great American Conference Tournament for a Jason Aker-led Bison team. Wilson drives baseline, throws up a runner, and knocks it home. Emily Wilson with her first basket. It's down to 13 again, 36-23. Shot clock is off, 14 seconds to play in the half.
Yeah, because Wilson hit that last three-pointer. Getman came out, then Wilson put the ball on the floor, went past her.
Chambers a stationary dribble, 5 seconds to play, turns to the goal, shoots, overshot it. Getman with another rebound. 2 seconds, goes back up off the dribble and scores, and that'll do for the half. Holy Toledo, Jaden Getman does it again, sneaking in amongst two East Central Tigers and getting the stick back right before the buzzer. And OBU will lead by 15 at the break, 38-23, as Getman goes to the locker room with 11 points.
God, I love Jaden Getman being mean and strong, pulling down the offensive board, spun around, kind of hesitated, but that nice, soft little follow-through for the bucket in the paint.
Halftime from the Noble in Shawnee. Oklahoma Baptist on senior night leads big over East Central, 38-23. Tonight's game brought to you by First United Bank, the official bank of OBU Athletics. This is Oklahoma Baptist basketball on the Bison Sports Network and KGFF.
Estate planning is a crucial step in protecting your family's future. With an estate plan, you can decide how to distribute your assets, make healthcare decisions, and support ministries after you pass away. It involves some pretty big decisions, but with guidance from Water's Edge, you can plan for your children's future, give to kingdom causes, and get expert help along the way. Build a solid foundation for your family. Start your estate plan today. Visit watersedgeservices.org.
Here at SCI Supply, you truly can purchase with purpose. Whether you're a university, a K-12 school, a local nonprofit, a church, or an individual, we have exactly what you're looking for. And 100% of the profit from your purchase stays here to fulfill the mission of providing vocational training, employment opportunities, and residential care to individuals with special need. So remember, how does your purchase make a purpose? By investing in South Central, the official office supply store of OBU Athletics.
I'm Noble McIntyre, and I'm a trial lawyer. But that was not my original plan. I went to Oklahoma Baptist University, and law school wasn't even on my radar. And then, one day it was. Why? Sometimes those with more power than others abuse that power. Instead of doing the right thing because it's the right thing, they do the wrong thing because it's profitable. An innocent victim is victimized again. They feel helpless and voiceless against the multi-billion-dollar insurance company. I saw it happen. I watched a family member suffer as the system left them feeling helpless and voiceless. I am not helpless, and I do have a voice. And for my clients, when the fight comes, the insurance company pulling strings in the shadows doesn't face a powerless victim. They face me. For way too long, insurance companies and major corporations have pushed around hardworking Oklahomans. McIntyre Law pushes back. If you need someone that tries cases and doesn't just settle, call McIntyre Law for a meeting at no cost to you. We are McIntyre Law, and we will fight for you.
Okay, guys, we gotta make this quick. I got a 7 o'clock curtain call at the opera.
You know you could just order online.
No. A gentleman always does things the old-fashioned way.
All right, well, I just put your order in, so.
Well, it didn't tell you what I ordered.
I got you an ultimate patty melt with a side of loaded fries and a Dr. Pepper.
That is what I ordered. Yeah. We spend way too much time together.
Now you can order your food and fried pies online at boomerangdiner.com.
OBU fans, do you want the chance to support OBU student athletes from the convenience of your own mobile device? Text hashtag BAA at OBU to the number 52014 to support BAA student athletes. Donations are fully tax deductible, and every gift makes a difference in the OBU student athlete's life. Again, text hashtag BAA at OBU to the number 52014. For more information, log on to obubison.com.
Estate planning is a crucial step in protecting your family's future. With an estate plan, you can decide how to distribute your assets, make healthcare decisions, and support ministries after you pass away. It involves some pretty big decisions, But with guidance from Water's Edge, you can plan for your children's future, give to kingdom causes, and get expert help along the way. Build a solid foundation for your family. Start your estate plan today. Visit watersedgeservices.org.
Here at SCI Supply, you truly can purchase with purpose. Whether you're a university, a K-12 school, a local nonprofit, a church, or an individual, we have exactly what you're looking for. And 100% of the profit from your purchase stays here to fulfill the mission of providing vocational training, employment opportunities, and residential care to individuals with special need. So remember, how does your purchase make a purpose? By investing in South Central, the official office supply store of OBU Athletics.
Spending life wisely means taking small steps towards a life of love and impact. And we're here to inspire and empower you along the way. Spend life wisely. First United Bank.
I'm Noble McIntyre, and I'm a trial lawyer. But that was not my original plan. I went to Oklahoma Baptist University, and law school wasn't even on my radar. And then one day it was. Why? Sometimes those with more power than others abuse that power. Instead of doing the right thing because it's the right thing, they do the wrong thing because it's profitable. An innocent victim is victimized again. They feel helpless and voiceless against the multi-billion-dollar insurance company. I saw it happen. I watched a family member suffer as the system left them feeling helpless and voiceless. I am not helpless, and I do have a voice. And for my clients, when the fight comes, the insurance company pulling strings in the shadows doesn't face a powerless victim, they face me. For way too long, insurance companies and major corporations have pushed around hardworking Oklahomans. McIntyre Law pushes back. If you need someone that tries cases and doesn't just settle, call McIntyre Law for a meeting at no cost to you. We are McIntyre Law, and we will fight for you.
Okay, guys, we gotta make this quick. I got a 7 o'clock curtain call at the opera.
You know you could just order online.
No. A gentleman always does things the old-fashioned way.
All right, well, I just put your order in, so.
Well, it didn't tell you what I ordered.
I got you an ultimate patty melt with a side of loaded fries and a Dr. Pepper.
That is what I ordered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We spend way too much time together.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can order your food and fried pies online at boomerangdiner.com.
OBU fans, do you want the chance to support OBU student athletes from the convenience of your own mobile device? Text hashtag BAA at OBU to the number 52014 to support BAA student athletes. Donations are fully tax deductible, and every gift makes a difference in the OBU student athlete's life. Again, text hashtag BAA at OBU to the number 52014. For more information, log on to obubison.com.
Estate planning is a crucial step in protecting your family's future. With an estate plan, you can decide how to distribute your assets, make healthcare decisions, and support ministries after you pass away. It involves some pretty big decisions, but with guidance from Water's Edge, you can plan for your children's future, give to kingdom causes, and get expert help along the way. Build a solid foundation for your family. Start your estate plan today. Visit watersedgeservices.org.
Here at SCI Supply, you truly can purchase with purpose. Whether you're a university, a K-12 school, a local nonprofit, a church, or an individual, we have exactly what you're looking for. And 100% of the profit from your purchase stays here to fulfill the mission of providing vocational training, employment opportunities, and residential care to individuals with special need. So remember, how does your purchase make a purpose? By investing in South Central, the official office supply store of OBU Athletics.
Spending life wisely means taking small steps towards a life of love and impact. And we're here to inspire and empower you along the way. Spend life wisely. First United Bank.
I'm Noble McIntyre, and I'm a trial lawyer. But that was not my original plan. I went to Oklahoma Baptist University, and law school wasn't even on my radar. And then, one day it was. Why? Sometimes those with more power than others abuse that power. Instead of doing the right thing because it's the right thing, they do the wrong thing because it's profitable. An innocent victim is victimized again. They feel helpless and voiceless against the multi-billion-dollar insurance company. I saw it happen. I watched a family member suffer as the system left them feeling helpless and voiceless. I am not helpless, and I do have a voice. And for my clients, when the fight comes, the insurance company pulling strings in the shadows doesn't face a powerless victim, they face me. For way too long, insurance companies and major corporations have pushed around hardworking Oklahomans. McIntyre Law pushes back. If you need someone that tries cases and doesn't just settle, call McIntyre Law for a meeting at no cost to you. We are McIntyre Law, and we will fight for you.
Okay, guys, we gotta make this quick. I got a 7 o'clock curtain call at the opera.
You know you could just order online.
No. A gentleman always does things the old-fashioned way.
All right, well, I just put your order in, so.
Well, it didn't tell you what I ordered.
I got you an ultimate patty melt with a side of loaded fries and a Dr. Pepper.
That is what I ordered. Yeah. We spend way too much time together.
Now you can order your food and fried pies online at boomerangdiner.com.
OBU fans, do you want the chance to support OBU student athletes from the convenience of your own mobile device? Text hashtag BAA at OBU to the number 52014 to support BAA student athletes. Donations are fully tax deductible, and every gift makes a difference in the OBU student athlete's life. Again, text hashtag BAA at OBU to the number 52014. For more information, log on to obubison.com.
Estate planning is a crucial step in protecting your family's future. With an estate plan, you can decide how to distribute your assets, make healthcare decisions, and support ministries after you pass away. It involves some pretty big decisions, but with guidance from Water's Edge, you can plan for your children's future, give to kingdom causes, and get expert help along the way. Build a solid foundation for your family. Start your estate plan today. Visit watersedgeservices.org.
Here at SCI Supply, you truly can purchase with purpose. Whether you're a university, a K-12 school, a local nonprofit, a church, or an individual, we have exactly what you're looking for. And 100% of the profit from your purchase stays here to fulfill the mission of providing vocational training, employment opportunities, and residential care to individuals with special need. So remember, how does your purchase make a purpose? By investing in South Central, the official office supply store of OBU Athletics.
I'm Noble McIntyre, and I'm a trial lawyer. But that was not my original plan. I went to Oklahoma Baptist University, and law school wasn't even on my radar. And then, one day it was. Why? Sometimes those with more power than others abuse that power. Instead of doing the right thing because it's the right thing, they do the wrong thing because it's profitable. An innocent victim is victimized again. They feel helpless and voiceless against the multi-billion-dollar insurance company. I saw it happen. I watched a family member suffer as the system left them feeling helpless and voiceless. I am not helpless, and I do have a voice. And for my clients, when the fight comes, the insurance company pulling strings in the shadows doesn't face a powerless victim, they face me. For way too long, insurance companies and major corporations have pushed around hardworking Oklahomans. McIntyre Law pushes back. If you need someone that tries cases and doesn't just settle, call McIntyre Law for a meeting at no cost to you. We are McIntyre Law, and we will fight for you.
Okay, guys, we gotta make this quick. I got a 7 o'clock curtain call at the opera.
You know you could just order online.
No. A gentleman always does things the old-fashioned way.
All right, well, I just put your order in, so.
Well, it didn't tell you what I ordered.
I got you an ultimate patty melt with a side of loaded fries and a Dr. Pepper.
That is what I ordered. Yeah. We spend way too much time together.
Now you can order your food and fried pies online at boomerangdiner.com.
OBU fans, do you want the chance to support OBU student athletes from the convenience of your own mobile device? Text hashtag BAA at OBU to the number 52014 to support BAA student athletes. Donations are fully tax deductible, and every gift makes a difference in the
Regular season are underway. Chambers to Getman on a bounce pass. She turns and missed it off the window. Rebound out of bounds, and who's it off of? I think they're going to say that it was off of Kate Ogle. She and Getman were both battling as that ball was out of bounds. Baseball, incidentally, will play tomorrow, the final game of their series with Harding. That start time has now been announced at noon, and we'll have it for you at 11:50 on the Bison Sports Network tomorrow. OBU and Harding in baseball, final game of that three-game series. Bison swept Harding this afternoon. Chambers misses a left-handed layup and then an over-the-back foul called against Jill Leslie. First foul of the second half against Oklahoma Baptist is the first personal of the night on Jill Leslie. Chambers, Southern, Leslie, Savannah, Getman, the original five that began the night out there for OBU. Evans, Thompson, Kennedy, Cummings, Kate Ogle, Crusoe, and Kate Ogle are the five out there for East Central. Base or right elbow jumper by Kennedy Cummings is no good. OBU has it. Chambers pushes into the forecourt. East Central is 8 of 28 shooting for under 29%. Bison allowing their opponents to 39% field goal shooting. Southeastern shot 48% the other night. Leslie, kick out to Savannah. Her three back rims for the right quarter. Kennedy Cummings with a rebound.
Leslie was double teamed there, but she had such a height advantage there. I thought she'd go up off the board.
Caruso, a little shoulder left to right spin move, and she knocks down a jumper of the paint. Mackenzie Crusoe has 9. First points of the second half belong to East Central. It's 38-25 with 8:40 to play in the third.
Nice move again by Crusoe. Fake spin pivot back to the other side, then come back with the right hand.
Chambers lobs it to Getman, and a foul on the floor before the shot. Jaden thought that maybe she should be at the free throw line. Instead, they're going to call the foul against Evans Thompson on the floor. That's number 1 on Evans Thompson, and team fouls now square at 1.
Yeah, good. That's a correct call by Schlaubaugh, because Getman got fouled down low on the pass.
Savannah to Getman, left low post, out front. Southern, bang, knocks the eyes out of the three. Well, I'll tell you what, she has been almost automatic the last 3 games for me on the arc.
Well, that kind of shooting, we didn't see that in the opening half of the season. We saw some good play at that 6-0 start, but the shooting's just gotten better.
Ogle with the right hand, penetrates to the paint, drop steps around Leslie. Good defense by Jill, who then gathers the miss, and then a tie-up, and that will be a turnover because East Central has the arrow.
I think Leslie might have blocked that shot.
Trying to see on the monitor if they have called it a block. I don't think they have. Southern tonight, 3 of 5 shooting, 2 of 3 from 3.
Because that was very, very short. Just hit the very bottom of the ring. It looked like the ball kind of moved a little bit.
Caruso behind the back dribble, now drop steps, goes up around Chambers, and Getman did block that one. And then a foul after the rebound. And that's going to be charged to Crusoe, and that's her second.
Well, it looked like she tied up Getman. Darcy Schlaubaugh, he's making a lot of calls today.
We've gone mobile, from schedules to news alerts about your favorite Bison program. The OBU mobile app has you covered. You can find the app on the Google Play or iPhone App Store. Don't make me see it. That man's taking his game over.
You made me laugh that one time. And that was more of a rookie guy. Darcy Schlaubaugh, veteran.
Is a veteran, yes. Southern into the paint, passes left quarter. Savannah angles to the wing, whips it across the floor. Getman off the dribble, muscles up, missed a 6-footer. Crusoe off the rim with the rebound. McKenzie in transition. Oklahoma Baptist is 1 for their last 5 for the floor. Their halftime lead of 38-23 is down to 16 again, 41-25. Bounce pass. Corralled on the corner. They'll cross-court it for Evans Thompson. She spins into the paint, throws it up, missed it. And I think she thought there was going to be contact by that shot. She squares up. She's got an easy basket.
And she wanted to get rid of it early. That's what you call another altered shot by Jill Leslie, just by her presence, how many times she blocked shots.
Number of block shots on a stat sheet don't always tell the story. Wing left, Southern turns to the three out high with it as Leslie bounces to Getman. Turnaround jumper good. This just in. Jaden Getman is a freshman from Stratford, and she's pretty good.
Just a straight turnaround jumper. Her back is to the basket. She does that turnaround to the baseline side. Her shoulders are square money.
Getman 4 of 7 shooting en route to 20 points at Southeastern the other night. She was 8 of 10 for the field. Good drop step move. Kennedy Cummings, that one hangs on the rim, and Getman has another rebound. Jaden is threatening a double-double. That's her 9th rebound. So she's likely to get it here tonight in the next trip or two. Right side is Madison Chambers. Savannah to Southern to Leslie. The pass telegraphed, knocked into the backcourt. Ogle has it, and Southern then pushes her and commits her second foul.
Yeah, you're right, Todd. That pass was telegraphed, but Leslie still had the step on Ogle. If she just comes out and gets the ball and gets position, she might even got a foul on Ogle, but Ogle outran Leslie to that ball.
Here comes Kennedy Lodge to replace Malou Savannah. Entering tonight, Getman had 350 points, the most by a freshman in OBU's Division II history. Getman's career high in rebounds set in the conference opener at Southwestern back on December the 1st of 10. She was in double figures in that game, so she's looking at a second career double-double.
Got us a big crowd here tonight on
really
senior night.
Really good crowd, yes.
Almost full on behind us here. Of course, Ada not very far away, so they bring contingent as well.
Ogle's first free throw misses, maybe the largest crowd of the season. Second one is up, and it rolls home. And you know what? Good for these fans to come out because these two teams have battled all year long, injuries and other uphill battles to get into the conference tournament, and they deserve a good crowd here for their final home game of the year. Sierra Copeland on the floor now, holds it high, left elbow on the stripe. On the baseline, jumper by Getman is good.
Well, Ogle, she had a choice, come out on Getman or let Getman put it on the floor. She chose to lay off and nothing but net.
Lead is 19. The Tigers already locked into the number 7 spot. OBU plays Arkansas Tech in the 4-5 matchup if they hold on to this lead. Right side, Emma Epperly. Epperly backs it out, bounces over the baseline for Kennedy Cummings. Cummings try to cross-court it. It's thrown away. Another steal for Oklahoma Baptist, their third of the night. Chambers has this one. Faith Wright, a pass left wing. She's seen her minutes skyrocket after a 15-point career-high effort at Durant on Thursday night. Right, left side to Chambers. Elbow left is Copeland. She'll whip it right across the floor. Largest three, no good. Rebound to Getman. She'll dribble out, and there's her double-double, and a foul called against Kate Ogle.
Wow, that was a soft call by Alonzo Cormig because, you know, I think Getman got away with a push on Ogle, pushing her down underneath the goal to get that rebound. That last steal, Kennedy Large is the one that got the right hand to deflect that pass that went to Madison Chambers.
22 minutes, 15 points, 10 rebounds for the freshman Jaden Getman. She's working her way into another visit with Scott Wanish for the postgame show. Faith Wright to Getman on the right low post. She knew there was contact. She threw it up and draws the foul at Allison. That's her second.
Yeah, you could, I think that's on Epperly.
It is.
You could hear the skin from here. Jake Cootie had no other choice but to call a two-shot foul on that.
Getman is a perfect 5 of 5 at the free throw line. That's all OBU is tonight. Nobody else has attempted a free throw. Bison averaged over 17 trips to the line and just over 13 makes per game. First one is good. Baseball again tomorrow at noon here with the Bison Sports Network. Final game of the Harding Series. OBU with a 14-4 and 2-1 walk-off win today. Second free throw is good. Jaden checks out, and Sydney Duncan comes in for the first time. As a freshman from OCA in Edmond, she now has played in all 28 regular season games.
OBU up by 21. I attribute a lot of this momentum from just keeping the foot on the gas pedal going into the first half.
Cummings to Caruso, left wing, bounces it off with a block for Emma Epperly. She squares up, now drives against Duncan. Off balance, throws it up. That's a good no call. No need to bail her out. Ball picked up by Copeland. Chambers to right, left corner. To Duncan, back to Large, and she took steps. I think I called Kennedy Large right at one point. That was Kennedy in the corner in a timeout. 4:36 to play, third period. 47-26, Oklahoma Baptist. Tonight's game brought to you by the official bank of OBU Athletics, First United Bank, on the Bison Sports Network and KGFF. Okay. A reminder, you can enjoy authentic Italian quality pizza right here at Shawnee at Marco's Pizza. They have a lunch special between 11 and 2 Monday through Friday, starting at $5.49. A student special that includes a large one-topping pizza and cheesy bread for only $10. With Marco's Pizza, pizza lovers get it. 47-26, Caruso, their leading scorer with 9 into the front court. Bounces it out high for Emma Epperly. Now to Kennedy Cummings. He tries to penetrate and a foul, and I think that's going to go against Faith Wright.
That's what Heather Hurt's trying to get that matchup one-on-one when OBU's in the man-to-man, trying to get Cummings to back in Faith Wright, who's the smallest player on the floor.
Third foul against OBU and the third of the night against Faith Wright. 47-26, Oklahoma Baptist. Caruso pointing left wing. Gets it to Kennedy Cummings to the quarter. Cummings angles against Wright. Goes right quarter, the three, no good. East Central, 1 of 12 from beyond the arc.
And the East Central's not crashing the boards, kind of like Southeastern wasn't doing Thursday night.
OBU with a 9-0 rebounded edge on the offensive glass. Faith Wright hesitates. Her three from straight on front rims. Crusoe with a rebound, whipped it away from Sierra Copeland, and quickly back the other way goes Crusoe. Leads the break, left wing, three on the way, no good. Rebound underneath to East Central. Up high, it's Kennedy Allison. Her three was blocked by Sierra Copeland, and OBU has the rebound with 3.5 minutes to play here in the period. Chambers to Wright. Good bounce pass down low to Copeland. Turns and missed the jumper, but she's hacked. And that is foul number 2 against Kennedy Allison.
I tell you, Sierra Copeland is bringing some energy to this game. She was the one that set the screen at the top of the key for Faith Wright. So then that long rebound, Copeland went all the way from the top of the key down to fight for that ball, didn't quite get it, then blocks the shot on the other end and goes up strong here for 2 shots.
Field goal shooting, OBU 45%, 17-38. East Central 9 of 37. In the second half, they are 1 of 10, 0 of 1 from 3. And for the night, the cold shooting Lady Tigers 1 of 12. Matt Cole is sitting behind the East Central bench tonight, the now athletic director and former head coach at East Central, as Copeland hits the first free throw. He has to be cringing at this field goal effort tonight. His teams used to come in here and light up the Bison.
Yeah, especially, well, Coach Overton's been changing up a lot of defenses. The OBU's been in a man-to-man. They have the 2-3, sometimes 3-2, kind of morph it a little bit. So I think East Central's really out of step. They didn't expect this.
Copeland hits one, misses the second. The lead of 22. The Bison's biggest with 3:19 to play. In the third, they've held East Central to 26 points. And an offensive foul at the other end against Allison.
Boy, Hurt doesn't like that. But, Sierra Copeland's the one that stood her ground as Kennedy Allison hooked her.
Full court pressure now by the Lady Tigers. They have scored a total of 5 points in 7 minutes here in the second half. They're on a drought of over 3 minutes. Large to Chambers, back out front. Whips it right corner. Duncan thought about a three, now drives, leans, shoots from 6 and got it. Whitney Duncan, another one of the freshmen with her first basket. It's 50-26.
With the left hand, she used the ball fake first, got the defender in the air, put it with the left hand on the floor, scored in the lane.
Kennedy Cummings lobs into the right corner. Evans Thompson to the goal, spins, and a big block by Sierra Copeland. Rebound to Cummings, and it's knocked out of her hands by Sierra. 2.5 to play in the third, and a travel against Madison Chambers, and that was caused from the reach from Izzy Cummings.
Not only did Sierra Copeland block that shot just inside the left block, she was the first person to beat everybody down in transition.
2.5 minutes to play, third period, along with Scott Wanish and Bob Easley. I'm Todd Miller in Shawnee. Baseline left, Izzy Cummings. Out high is Allison. A hard dribble right goes up. Copeland altered that shot. The rebound rolls right out to Kennedy Allison. She'll hand it off left corner. The three by Izzy Cummings off the mark. No good, and a foul. It'll stay with East Central as that is number 1 on Madison Chambers.
I don't know. It was a good block out by Crusoe. That Chambers was displaced. I think you have no call. It was a good rebound by Crusoe, but that's what Jack Cootie came up with something.
Chambers comes out. Southern comes in. 2 of the 3 seniors tonight honored here after the ball game. Wing left, Kennedy Cummings. Out high, Izzy Cummings. Shot clock down to 11. The lob pass knocked away by Southern out of bounds. You know, one team looks like they're still playing for a lot. That's OBU. The other, East Central, looks like they know they're locked into a playoff spot.
It really does. East Central just kind of going through the motions and no prolific scoring at all. Crusoe with some really good moves. Other than that, there's been nothing.
Ashley Evans-Thompson drives right. Shoots over Evans or Faith Wright, and the ball hit the rim and drops down. That's her first field goal and only her 4th point. She, who had 17 of the first meeting, 50-28. Right, a half-court pass. Open look at a 3, airballs it. Rebound to Kennedy Cummings. Now to Caruso. She'll counterattack up the left sideline for East Central. She'll shoot it up ahead to Evans-Thompson. Around Copeland to the goal. Layup is missed. Rebound tipped, another foul.
Faith Wright.
It is, and that's going to be personal foul number 4 on Faith Wright. And she'll check out as Baloo Savannah gets ready to come back in.
Yeah, Faith Wright clipped Izzy Cummings on that rebound.
1:31 to play here in the 3rd period, 50-28. Men's game coming up, and good news, Caleb Briggs is back with OBU tonight.
Oh, it's good to see him smiling, a little bit more, umph in his step, and it's not an easy to lose a good, close member of your family, especially somebody who raises you, and it's good to see Caleb back.
Izzy splits the difference after missing the first, hits the second, 50-29. You're right, he was smiling through all the pain, I think. Kennedy Large trapped right front court, puts it to the floor and a foul, and that's against Cummings, and that's her 3rd. That's also the 5th against ECU. So we're going to have a pair of free throws upcoming for Oklahoma Baptist.
Wow, looked like Kennedy Large was trapped.
She was trapped, and then she put the ball on the floor, and that's when she got the blocking call from Kennedy Cummings. Large's first free throw is up and nothing but net. Bison have made 9 of 10 with that make from the free throw line. Kennedy is just under 74% for the strike, and she hits both. It would appear, unless the roof falls into the Noble Complex, it'll be Arkansas Tech and OBU with a 4 versus 5 matchup in the conference tournament. Between the circles, Kennedy Allison. Allison to Crusoe, left of the screen, and it knocked away by Kennedy Large. Savannah picks it up. Turnover number 4 for East Central tonight. Large whips it across the floor. Short bounce pass handled by Sydney Duncan. Now to Savannah, to Copeland. Out right high. It's Large. Back to Southern. Takes a dribble to Savannah. Left corner for Duncan. Shot clock at 14. Savannah to Southern. Southern against the man-to-man defense. Holds high. 7 to shoot. Left-handed dribble. Gets her in the paint. Feeds it to Copeland. Pump fakes over 2 defenders. Missed the shot. Duncan crashes for the rebound, and it's offset out of bounds.
Yeah, got to give it up to East Central, giving up a lot of size there, especially Kennedy Cummings, 5'6". She's fighting 6'3", Sarah Copeland, and they're good defense by the Tigers.
Mackenzie Crusoe across midcourt, left to right. OBU won the first game at softball at Harding 3-0. The last check of the 6th, they were down 3-1. Aspen Yao to the circle for game 2 for OBU. Kaylee Jones picked up her 11th win in 12 decisions this season in the first game. Allison, a turnaround jumper off the glass. Her first bucket, 52-31. Large that is going to be tied up right in front of us.
You just can't hold the ball in the corner
her.
Right at the half-court line. That's the main trapping point on both sides of the half-court line.
Large is going to throw the basketball in. Shot clock is off with 10.7 seconds to play here in the 3rd period. 52-31 OBU. Large gets it to Southern. Melissa veers right, back left, loses the handle. It's scooped up by Cummings. 2 seconds, 1 second. Izzy to the rack. Layup is no good. It hit the cylinder, then rolled off, no good. And OBU dodges a bullet at the buzzer. 52-31 with 10 minutes to play in the home finale for 23 for Oklahoma Baptist women's basketball. Back after these messages, tonight's game brought to you by First United Bank on the Bison Sports Network and KGFF.
Okay, guys, we gotta make this quick. I got a 7 o'clock curtain call at the opera.
You know you could just order online.
No. A gentleman always does things the old-fashioned way.
All right, well, I just put your order in, so.
Well, it didn't tell you what I ordered.
I got you an ultimate patty melt with a side of loaded fries and a Dr. Pepper.
That is what I ordered. Yeah. We spend way too much time together.
Now you can order your food and fried pies online at boomerangdiner.com.
OBU fans, do you want the chance to support OBU student athletes from the convenience of your own mobile device? Text hashtag BAA at OBU to the number 52014 to support BAA student athletes. Donations are fully tax deductible, and every gift makes a difference in the OBU student athlete's life. Again, text hashtag BAA at OBU to the number 52014. For more information, log on to obubison.com.
Here we go, final fourth period underway of the regular season. Next week, we'll greet you from Fire Lake Arena here in Shawnee for the Great American Conference Tournament. And a hand check against Kennedy Large, and that's going to be her fourth. So Large and Faith Wright, both who have played well off the bench tonight, have 4 fouls. And 10 seconds into the fourth period, that's the first against the Bison. Ashley Evans-Thompson handles a pass out front. Bison have gone back to his zone. Crusoe, left circle, Kennedy coming, steps inside the arc, the 3 is short. Rebound is run down, saved off of Chambers, picked up by Cummings. Down low to Allison, her little lay-in, no good. On the floor, or picking the ball up off the floor is Southern, has it stolen. Layup missed that time by Izzy Cummings. And finally, a whistle and a loose ball foul against East Central on Ashley Evans-Thompson.
Yeah, Evans-Thompson came from through the back really hard there. You know, Madison Chambers was letting that ball go out of bounds. She's got to grab that. East Central saved that back in.
Through 3 periods, East Central 25% shooting, 1 of 13. They are down to 11 of 46 for 23%. Largest 3 from out front, no good. Rebound to Kennedy Allison. OBU with a 41-20 lead on the glass. Crusoe lost it briefly in the paint, gets it back, and then throws it away as she tried to kick it out. East Central will turn it over for the 5th time. Madison Chambers, Jill Leslie are back into the ball game. Exactly a minute gone here in the fourth period. 52-31 Oklahoma Baptist. They have led ever since a 10-0 run erased a 4-2 deficit. Large down low to Getman, and she's fouled. She went hard to the floor as Crusoe got her money's worth on her 3rd foul.
Yeah, Crusoe's very strong, but she's only 5'7", so that's going to be a tough matchup on these 6-footers that Oklahoma Baptist has in the paint.
I hear a rumor they don't turn out weaklings from Choctaw.
You're looking at a, Class 6A player right there. But really, given the Bison fits in past contests.
Getman hits the first. Maybe the worm is turning. East Central won 10 of the first 11. A win tonight, and OBU has split the last 8. Second one is good by Jaden Getman. Jaden Getman tonight now has 19 points to go along with a second career double-double. The other was in a conference opener, ironically enough, in Weatherford. Had 10 rebounds in that ball game. 54-31. Bounce pass to Kennedy Allison. Allison backing down, spins to the right and shoots over Leslie and puts it in. 54-33, 8:19 to play in the ball game. Southern up ahead in front of us to Kennedy Large. Large dribbles, pulls up elbow left, bounces it for Leslie. Back out front for Melissa. Right front court, it's Getman. Jaden on the wing to Chambers. He's Central in a man-to-man defense. Wing left is Moe. Down low to Getman. Misses the turnaround, rebound to Crusoe. And they came with a double team quick that time on Jaden.
Yeah, her name is well known in this conference now.
And a block by Jill Leslie on Wilson's attempt at the rim at the other end.
Oh, Jill just loves doing that with that right hand. She just swats them out of bounds.
Jill Leslie will get the 7th block of the night for Oklahoma Baptist. They lead by 21, and the inbounds pass, a whistle against Large, and that's Kennedy's 5th. So Malou Savannah will replace Kennedy Large, who's out with 4 points. But I thought Large played a good game tonight. Had 3 rebounds and also had a steal in 17 minutes off of the bench.
Yeah, I think she's been doing a good job. It's really helped ignite OBU get some momentum going on the offensive boards because they were stagnant in over the first half of the season.
First time she's come off the bench, and that was because of senior night. Malou Savannah was into the starting lineup. 7:40 to play. Crusoe, a hard dribble right, goes up, and Getman trying to block the shot. Did so, but she got her with body as well, and that's number 2 on Jaden.
Yeah, it looked like Caruso beat her to the spot. That's why Jake Cootie came up with that blocking foul.
7:44 to play. Men coming up about 25 minutes after the final buzzer of this one, maybe a little longer with senior day activities. Crusoe's first free throw is up, and it's good. Malou Savannah, Melissa Southard, Madison Chambers. A lot of games played between those 3 young ladies, saying goodbye to the double tonight. Second free throw by Crusoe was good. She has 11. That's the leading scorer tonight for East Central. They're employing a 2-2-1 3/4 court trap. Getman gets it to Savannah, who whips it across the floor to Chambers for the lay-in. That's the way you attack a press.
Yep. And that's high IQ by Savannah. She knew that Madison Chambers was uncovered on the backside. As soon as she got it, she was turning the motion for that pass.
Wasn't a lot of dribbling, a lot of standing around, and a foul at the other end against Kennedy Cummings. Got her for a moving screen, and that's her 4th. So many times, Scott, this year we've seen this team be real hesitant against traps. Pick the ball up, get themselves trapped. The ball nearly hit the floor that time for an easy layup. Chambers gets a half-court pass with the left hand, drives deep, gets it to Savannah, out front to Getman. Her 3 good. Jaden Getman now with 22 points. She's put up back-to-back 20-plus point games, and she's done it now 7 times as a freshman.
Well, isn't that beautiful? Sometimes she gets set there on the arc with that follow-through. Man.
Kennedy Cummings swings it left, 59-35, and Chambers is going to be called for a foul. Thought she had a clean.
Looked like she might have had her right hand in the back there. I don't think Maddie realized it caused that pass to be a little high.
That's her second. She thought she had a clean steal. They'll inbound across court to Crusoe, right corner. Crusoe sidesteps to the top of the key. They back off. She'll trigger the 3. No good. Rebound underneath to Jill Leslie. 1 of 14 from three-point range, East Central. They're 12 of 50 tonight for under 24%. 59-35.
And that's their bread and butter. That's why they're not in this contest. At Ada, they shot lights out from downtown to hang with the Bison to the wire.
Savannah swings it left side to Maddie Chambers. She holds high. Cross courts it to Southern. Back to Ballou. 7 to shoot. They work it down low to Leslie. Leslie has the dribble. Spins in against Allison. Fall away 6-footer. Good. Jill Leslie squared up and buried it right in the face of Kennedy Allison. 61-35. OBU at 46% shooting. Good move by Kennedy Cummings at the other end for the lay-in.
Yeah, all the way around. Spin pivot. Double pump fake, and then off with the left hand.
61-37. They beat the pressure again. Leslie, middle of the floor, whips it right side for Malou Savannah. Bison can afford to shorten the game now with 5:41 to play, leading 61-37. They're going to close with 16 wins, and a win against Arkansas Tech in the quarters would be not only their first in program history of the postseason as Southern misses a left wing 3, it would tie for the most wins in the Division II era.
Leslie with the reach in over the back. That's going to put the Tigers to the free throw line.
Second foul against Jill. As Scott told you, a double bonus now for the Lady Tigers. It'll be Kennedy Allison, who is 12 of 20 for the line this year. OBU with a win at Southeastern on Thursday night, won for the 15th time. That is the most under Bo Overton, who last year won 14 games in his second season here at Shawnee. Bo is rapidly turning this program around. Allison's first free throw is good. That's her 5th point. Coach says he has a good recruiting class coming in. Guards the strength of that class as Allison hits the second. Now she comes, and in comes Emma Epperly. Havens has also checked in for the Lady Tigers along with Jaden Weiberg. 5.5 to play. Jaden, of course, her father Brett was a really good player as a former head coach at the Division II level. Her brother Jared was the Weiberg that was killed in the OSU plane crash. Known the Weiberg family for quite a while, Mick and Vina, when I was at Northern and Tonkawa. Right side. is Savannah to Chambers. Kicks it right side. Savannah's three, no good. Rebound tip. Leslie has it to a cutting Chambers. She's pushed and the layup is good.
For the Bison to beat Arkansas Tech in this postseason tournament, we're going to have some Madison Chambers exactly like that. Strong with the body, follow through, finishing and getting the and one. That's Maddie loves to go to the left side, and she can do that.
Kennedy Cummings is fouled out with 8 points. The Bison lost twice to Arkansas Tech by double digits in both. But Tech is not playing near as well. They won today. That snapped a 6-game losing streak to solidify the number 4 spot. They win it on the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Bison. Chambers' free throw is good. Does it really matter other than what bench you set on in the 4 versus 5 matchup?
Yeah, exactly. And what uniform you wear, light or dark.
Right. Gabby Cummings, wing right. Out high, Epperly, her three, no good. Rebound to Savannah. What have the thought of the Weibergs? They are really, really good family. Chambers down low. Gets it to Leslie, a little left to right move. Shot off the window, no. Jaden the rebound. Trip fours to play here in the ball game, 64-39. Weiberg whips it left side. Havens will put up a three, and she got it. And that ball barely got above the rim. You want to talk about a line drive shot. That was one.
Yeah, I thought all of them were very flat by Tatum as well in the opening half, and they had no chance. That one was so dead center it had to go in.
2 for 15 from beyond the arc. That one didn't look like it was going. Chambers, a little runner, misses wide right. Havens with a rebound. 4:15 to play. Tatum into the front court, bounces it for Jaden, right side. Weiberg to Epperly, a pump fake, drives left block. Now puts Leslie in the spin cycle and missed it off the back rim. Rebound to Jaden Getman. Getman now with her 11th rebound to go along with 22 points. Jaden, 2 points shy of a new career high. Her best is 23 against Northwestern. Leslie kicks it out. Chambers to right. Faith out there with 4 fouls. Savannah to Jaden, right corner. Getman dribbles up to the wing, 7 to shoot. Faith right, left of the Leslie screen, into the paint, to the goal. Missed everything, gets her own shot, kicks it out to Getman to the 3 at the buzzer, no good. And Chambers dribbles out from underneath. I'm telling you, I think they got a break on the shot clock because the initial shot did not hit the rim. Leslie has a layup blocked. East Central has it. And a
foul on
Chambers. And that's on Madison Chambers. And that is her 3rd. We'll get our final media timeout of the year. 3:26 to play. 64-42 Oklahoma Baptist. Tonight's game brought to you by First United Bank on the Bison Sports Network and Classic Hits KGFF.
Estate planning is a crucial step in protecting your family's future. With an estate plan, you can decide how to distribute your assets, make healthcare decisions, and support ministries after you pass away. It involves some pretty big decisions, but with guidance from Water's Edge, you can plan for your children's future, give to kingdom causes, and get expert help along the way. Build a solid foundation for your family. Start your estate plan today. Visit watersedgeservices.org.
Here at SCI Supply, you truly can purchase with purpose. Whether you're a university, a K-12 school, a local nonprofit, a church, or an individual, we have exactly what you're looking for. And 100% of the profit from your purchase stays here to fulfill the mission of providing vocational training, employment opportunities, and residential care to individuals with special need. So remember, how does your purchase make a purpose? By investing in South Central, the official office supply store of OBU Athletics.
Faith Wright out there with 4 fouls, remains on the floor with 3:26 to play. It'll be 2 free throws for Tatum Havens, the freshman from Tahlequah, 61.5% free throw shooter in her first year at the collegiate level. Havens' first foul shot is up and good. East Central at the line for the 17th and 18th time, and they are now 13 of 17. Second one, no good, missed it short. Nobody down to challenge, and Hannah Smith has the rebound. Bison are plus 22 on the glass tonight, 48-26. After they hammered Southeastern by 21 on Thursday night. That'll help the rebounding margin. Highfield swings it right, going to the basket as Smith fumbles the ball, diving to the floor. Havens scoops it out. She gets it to Emily Wilson. Wilson will leave it in the backcourt for Jaden Weiberg with under 3 minutes to play. 64-43. Weiberg, wing right, top of the circle. Gabby Cummings for three, no good. Rebound tipped by Graves. Hannah Smith has it. Smith now will pull up and get it to Chloe Poole, and Poole travels to the backcourt.
Yeah, just a little hesitation there by Chloe Poole coming in cold caused that walk.
Update, 6 minutes to play from Searcy. Harding leading Henderson State 59-55. Harding will be the number 2 seed. Henderson State the 3 seed. Wing left, Alexis Belcher. Down low for Havens. She's fouled, and she'll go right back to the free throw line. Foul against Camden Graves. And the last thing you want to see here if you're Bo Overton is this game to get sloppy. A lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers. Havens' first free throw up and down.
Well, you got a crew that's been calling a lot of fouls, so I think you're going to have that. And, of course, you've got all reserves in at this moment.
37 combined fouls tonight, 20 against OBU. Second Havens free throw rattles home. 64-45, under 2.5 minutes to play. OBU's going to finish the regular season 16-12, 12-10 in the league. They will finish 7-4 here at home. Highfield, left corner three. It's blocked, but there was body contact, and Kayla's going to the free throw line. Gabby Cummings, one of 3 that were honored on senior night Thursday night at Ada for the Lady Tigers, gets her first foul.
You know, I was watching Highfield in warm-up. She was popping them left and right. So maybe Cummings saw that, had to foul her there.
Highfield 13 of 17 for the line, hits the first. I think Kayla is a really popular teammate. I think she's very well liked here on campus. The second of the 3 upcoming, and the Alva High School graduate pays that one off. Played on the state tournament team at Burlington. They didn't have enough to play basketball. She finished at Alva. Third free throw is good. 67-45 with 2:17 to play. Jaden Weiberg will bring it into the front court. East Central will drop to 8-11 under interim head coach Heather Hurt. We'll whip it across the floor. Gabby Cummings to Weiberg, top of the circle. Her 3 good over Faith Wright. Jaden Weiberg with her first basket. That's her 12th made 3 of the year. 67-48. That's 3 for 17 tonight beyond the arc for the Lady Tigers.
Nice shot by Weiberg. That's really the way the Tigers shot, those high arcing shots in Ada to stick in the game tonight. You hadn't seen that.
Highfield with a left-handed dribble, pulls up to the foul line. Jump shot wouldn't go. Rebound to Emily Wilson with 1:43 to play. Wilson to Gabby Cummings, who sets the table out front. Havens with it right side. Weiberg left circle. Wright is out there with her with 4 fouls. Alexis Belcher to Havens around the defender to the goal, misses the layup. Graves with a rebound, lost it. It's still free on the floor, rolls right out to Weiberg. She'll put up a 3 and got it.
I tell you, Weiberg should have been on the court a lot for Heather Hurt. That could have made a potential difference in this contest.
You know, she's played 23 games coming in and made 1 start, but hadn't played much but mop-up minutes tonight as Highfield knives right, scoops it up, and ends up on the floor. She'll go to the foul line. The whistle against Gabby Cummings is her second.
Because you talk about that shooting being contagious sometimes, and then it'll pull defense over to Weiberg. Somebody else will get a lot more space for a better shot.
Bo walking down the bench, giving knuckles to all of his team. As Highfield is 4 of 4 at the foul line, hitting the first.
He's talking to the 3 seniors, Southern, Savannah, and Chambers.
Second one is good, and Kayla has 5 off the bench, off of the free throw line. 70 seconds to play, 69-51 Oklahoma Baptist. Bison have led by as many as 26, and they did so just over 5 minutes ago. Weiberg. Havens, lob pass, knocked away. Smith then loses it and gives it right back. Belcher with the turnover. To Wilson. Under 50 seconds to play in the ball game. Weiberg slides right, jab steps at the elbow of the line. Now it's Emily Wilson. Right corner to Havens. Back to Weiberg, 17 to shoot. Belcher lobbed it down low, threw it right to Smith. Smith to Highfield. Kayla one-on-one, goes to the rim, throws it up off the glass, missed it. Rebound underneath the hand of Smith, stick back wouldn't go. Highfield gets it back and is knocked to the floor and fouled.
Boy,
that one's on Tatum Haven.
I feel pretty active there. Going to the rim, missed the shot. Nice rebound by Smith, missed it. Highfield curls back around from right to left to sneak in there for that another offensive rebound.
Havens with her first, 28 seconds to play. Highfield's perfect streak at the line ends at 5 as that one rattles in and out. We'll hear from a player or two. We'll hear from Bo Overton on the post-game show as well. Second Highfield free throw rattles home, but this time it stays down. 70-51. The shot clock is off for East Central. 20 seconds to play. Weiberg across midcourt. Faith Wright is out there with her. Wing right, Gabby Cummins. Drives, is cut up by Highfield. Slightly doubled by Poole. Out front to Havens, left side to Belcher. Top of the key for three, Cummings. In and out and almost back down off the glass. Smith has it. 5 seconds to play to Highfield, and OBU will hold it. Final score tonight on senior night. Oklahoma Baptist closes the regular season with a 70-51 trouncing of East Central. So the Bison will finish fifth and be the 5 seed, taking on Arkansas Tech at Fire Lake. East Central will take on Harding in their first round matchup, and Ouachita will be the 6th seed. Final score 70-51 Oklahoma Baptist. We're back to wrap it up after these messages on the Bison Sports Network.
Okay.
Yeah, but let's do the 3 seniors, but you're going to have three Bison women's players being introduced to get a good senior night crowd here at the Noble Complex. Let's take a look at the individual totals. Jaden Getman with her second career double-double, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 block shots. What a way to close her freshman regular season here at Shawnee. Madison Chambers in her final game here with the Noble, 12.7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block shot. Those were the double-figure scores. Melissa Southern, 8.6 rebounds, 3 assists. Jill Leslie, 7 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block shot. 5 points, 2 rebounds from Faith Wright, 3 points, 4 rebounds from Malou Savannah, and 2 points from Sydney Duncan, who had a rebound, 1.1 rebound from Sierra Copeland. Also in there with 6 points was Kayla Highfill, all for the foul line late. She was 6 of 7 for the stripe. OBU was 19 of 21. Kayla had a rebound in her 3.5 minutes of playing time. Individually tonight for East Central, they had just 1 in double figures. Mackenzie Crusoe just missed a double-double. 11 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. 8 points from Kennedy Cummings, 1 rebound, 2 steals, 2 assists. 6 points apiece from Tatum Havens, Jaden Weidberg, and Kennedy Allison. Allison had 3 rebounds. Havens had 4 retrievals. 4 points each from Kate Ogle and Ashlyn Evans-Thompson, and 1 point from Izzy Cummings. That's the total of 51. Oklahoma Baptist wins it tonight, 70-51. And what a moving moment here at the Noble Complex. Caleb Briggs has just been introduced, just days after suddenly losing his mother. His teammates, the coaching staff, have come out there. They have their arm around Caleb. They are in support of their brother. And I'll tell you, Scott, I don't know about you, I love Caleb Briggs, and I have cold chills right now.
Yeah, I do. I like him walking around showing off this jersey, and, you know, he's represented the Bison so well throughout the season, just with a smiling attitude, his outstanding play. I mean, some of the limited minutes that Caleb Briggs plays coming off the bench are just clutch. Big three-pointers, assists, you name it, Caleb Briggs does it.
70-51 our final. We'll take you around the Great American Conference scoreboard when we return after these messages. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by First United Bank and the Bison Sports Network and Classic Hits, KGFF. Okay. Huh? he is unable to play until at least the semifinals of the conference tournament if OBU goes that long. So what a group. Caleb, Nigel, Bradley, Trey, and Trey.
Well, you said Trey Green. You can't just look at the stats. That's an outstanding point. He has one of the highest basketball IQs that you're going to see in Division II. And I'm telling you, the basketball IQs are high overall for all the players. But Trey Green, it just seems he's always in the right spot. He's just over 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3", gets offensive rebounds in the trees against 6'9", 6'10", because he's there at the right time. He knows where the ball's going to be. He knows where he's supposed to be. His passes are always on time or quick. If he knows the window's short, it's just a non-hesitant pass. It's just a great treat to watch. Trey Green, Nigel Wilcox, Bradley Akile, and Caleb Riggs.
More coming up on the post-game show. We will still have interviews with the 3 seniors tonight, Malou, Melissa, and Madison, plus Bo Overton as well. 70-61 the final score. This is Oklahoma Baptist basketball on the Bison Sports Network and KGFF.
since the Bison have made the postseason tournament. Next week, you got to play Arkansas Tech, a team that's beat you twice this year.
I think we're ready for it. I think we've been continuing to, we work hard in practice, and we're just ready. We're ready to play Arkansas Tech. We want to beat them so bad. We got so much confidence, and we think we can win it all.
Wow, I love that confidence. Yeah. That's even more of a twinkle in your eye. And, I talked to Melissa about her improving so much through the years. We think the same thing about you. You kind of struggled last year from downtown, but now you got confidence. When you get that ball, you're letting it fly from the three-point line. Is it confidence or just hard work or what?
It's a lot of practice, and Coach tells me to shoot the ball, and I know I got confidence. If I miss it, Jill's going to go get my rebound, So, why not? I'm going to shoot it when I'm open, and if I don't make it, we'll still find a way to make it. Just like that last play, I missed my shot. Jill got the rebound, tipped it down to Maddie, and she got that and one. That's what we want right there.
And then another thing, you're playing meaner and more aggressive. That's something that we didn't see quite as much of. You got some meanness in you, even though you're happy today. Where'd the meanness come from?
I don't know. I'm just excited to be out there with my girls. I need to be aggressive for us to win, and if I can't shoot it, I got to drive and, make my teammates open.
All right, Malou Savannah, congratulations, big three-pointer. We'll talk to Madison Chambers here next. Madison Chambers, the other senior, before we go to break. And Madison Chambers, we talk about Madison Chambers improving just like Malou Savannah, Melissa Southern. You're getting better and better. Let's say here's the line on Madison Chambers tonight. 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 1 from downtown. That was a three-pointer from the top of the key, perfect rotation. 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 on the offensive end. Have a dozen points, 5 assists, 2 steals. And one thing, Madison, that I like saying, you went to the floor, you're right-handed, but of course you always go to the left side. You get knocked down, you're strong, and made that and won. That is something we got to see from Madison Chambers in this postseason tournament.
Yeah, that's one thing I've really focused on this season, and I feel like I've gotten better, is finishing with contact, because I have to expect the contact and not just throw something up. I got to finish it too.
Well, I love the rotation I just mentioned earlier on the three-pointer. It looks like you got your shot down. The rotation is perfect. It's dead center when you get squared. The last time I asked you, I go, how about a little bit of pull-up shots in the lane? You go, well, it's a higher percentage to the rim. Maybe you rethink that when you get hit down there so much.
Yeah, that's true. But, whatever's working, you know?
Well, you've got a gleam in your eye. You're happy. I saw your mother. I saw you guys embrace beforehand. There were some tears. But now there's a lot of happiness right now. Sometimes on senior night, the girls are crying, but all three of you guys got a gleam in your eye.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There were tears before, just from my mom, tears of joy, She's just so excited for this season, and just really we're all excited because it's not over. So.
Exactly. You play Arkansas Tech here in Shawnee in the tournament. Now, Arkansas Tech beat you twice. And remember, those were the times when you guys were having those slow starts. You fell behind 16-2 at Harding. You fell behind 11-3 at Arkansas Tech. But if you remember, it was you that hit the three-pointer at the buzzer of the first quarter to get even. Yep. So how important is a big, fast start against Tech this week?
Very important. Post-game's a completely different game from the regular season. So we know they're going to come out guns a-blazing, and so we have to start good.
Your two teammates before you on the interview, they said you guys got a lot of confidence going into this game. How do you feel about that?
Absolutely. Coach has been preaching to us no hesitation. That's been the theme these past few games, and I feel like we have not hesitated, and we're showing our confidence now.
Well, congratulations on senior night.
Thank you.
That's Madison Chambers. She was 5 of 9 from the floor, 7 rebounds, had a dozen points, 5 assists. Oklahoma Baptist University defeats East Central 70-51. This is Bison basketball on Classic Hits KGFF. Thank you. Welcome back to the Noble Complex. Oklahoma Baptist University defeats East Central 70-51 on senior night. Have head coach Bo Overton with us. Coach, I talked to your 3 seniors. Sometimes when they're leaving on senior night, they're crying. But you know what? All 3 of them got a gleam in their eye. It's a good way to just pound a close opponent there from Ada.
Well, I mean, you can't script it any better, can you? For what they've done for this program and the type of people that they are. And you know, all 3 of them played great today. Yeah. You know, what are the way they performed and executed, and for them to go out on a day like that, you know, they'll never forget this, and that's a cool thing.
Here's one theme that all 3 of them said. They know that their season's not over. They know that they're playing next week in the postseason tournament, and all 3 of them, Coach, said we are full of confidence, and they're very confident going into this game against Arkansas Tech, despite losing 2 games in the regular season to them.
Yeah, I just think we're a different team, you know, since the last time we've played them. We're a different team. We've had to adjust to some things, and the players have stepped up and done it. And it's just, you know, when you do this as long as I have, it's just amazing the maturity and these seniors, how they're the ones that kind of take hold of everything when things are kind of going south. And those 3 players really did that, and I'm just really proud of them.
Well, the happiness is contagious. I think everybody on the table is happy for the men's side as well as the women's side. You have Madison Chambers, 5 of 9 from the floor. She had 12 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 on the offensive end. That's one thing that you did today. Yeah. You just killed them on the boards. Oklahoma Baptist 53, East Central 27 on the boards, and you beat them 15-6 on the offensive end.
Well, that's something this time of year you have to be good at, and we've been talking about it and looking at it and talking about it, and you know, and over and over. And you know, thank goodness that here at the end we're doing a good job with that, because it's given us extra possessions, and we're scoring off of them. And then on the other end, we're not giving them extra possessions. So really good job by them on the boards.
Well, talking about those seniors again, I think all 3 of them, you know, the record wasn't very good when they're freshmen and sophomores, and it just got better and better, and their play has gotten better. I think even from the first half, like Melissa Southard, her 3-point shot, when she's left open, it's dead center. Yeah. It wasn't like that at the beginning of the season.
Just confidence. Yeah. She's just kind of fulfilled her role of what her job is, and you know, I just think we're pretty good inside, and teams have to account for that. So they got to give something up, and for her to be able to have her feet ready and have the confidence to step up and shoot it, she's been doing a great job.
I think one thing, I think East Central was expecting a 2-3 zone the whole game. When you played man-to-man, it looked like East Central was not in continuity in their offense at all tonight.
Well, I think you give the credit on that to our players, because, you know, the last time we played them, we had different lineups and things like that where they're running around. They're quick. You know, they're quick and skilled. I just thought with the lineup, you know, a couple of lineups we had today, we could kind of hang with them a little better. And the players just did a great job with the game plan. I thought every time I looked up, what we talked about, they were doing. And when you do that, you know, you've got a really good chance to win.
Well, before you go, I got to mention a freshman and get away from the seniors. Yeah. Jaden Getman, 22 points, double-double, 11 rebounds. That's her 7th time she's scored 20 points this year. 6 of 11 from the floor, 9 of 9 from the line, 1 3-pointer, 4 offensive rebounds. It seems when she gets those blinders on and she's focused in, she can shoot inside, outside. Sky's the limit for her.
Well, she's special. You know, she's special. The thing that I've enjoyed about her is just how mature she is. Not only a player, but as a person. She's when you're hanging out with her, when you see her on the floor, she reminds you of a junior. It reminds you of a junior out there, and especially this type of year when she's played in that amount of games. And the other thing, you know, we just depend so much on her that she's kind of accepted that, and when we need a basket now, we go to her, and she usually comes through.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We will see you at Fire Lake.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Head coach Bo Overton with the Bison with a big victory over East Central, 70-51. This is Bison basketball on Classic Hits KGFF. Thank you.
national anthem here courtside from the Noble Complex of the campus of Oklahoma Baptist University in Shawnee as we await the starting lineups of the opening tip-off tonight for game number 2 of this doubleheader between East Central and Oklahoma Baptist. Time now to meet tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for first-year head coach Daniel Wheeler at ECU. They have already been locked into the number 5 seed in the conference tournament. They are 17-10, 12-9 in league play after a 2-5 start, including a loss to OBU back in late December. They'll start Barron Tanner Jr., a 6'6 graduate student from Bartlesville, a transfer from Salem University. He averages 8.9 points per ball game and 3 rebounds. Quentin Johnson II is a 6'8 graduate from Oklahoma City and a transfer from Texas Rio Grande Valley, averaging 12.4 points per ball game and 4.6 rebounds. God's Gift Adesma will start. He's a 6'6 sophomore from Nigeria, transfer for the University of Incarnate Word, averaging 8.6 points per ball game and 4.6 rebounds. Luke Harper is a 6'3 graduate transfer from John Brown out of Plano, Texas. He averages 9.7 points per ball game and 3.2 rebounds. And Kenyon Thomas is their leading scorer at 13.2 points per ball game. He is a 5'10 junior out of Kansas City, Kansas. The starters tonight for Jason Aker at Oklahoma Baptist. They are 7-6 at the Noble this year, 4-6 against the conference. They'll start Bradley Akile, a 6'7 senior from Houston, a transfer for the University of Incarnate Word, 4.7 points per ball game and 2.2 rebounds. DJ Freeman is a 6'6 sophomore from Midwest City, averaging 12.4 points per ball game and 6.4 rebounds. Josh Udomo will start at point guard, a 6'4 freshman from Tulsa out of Victory Christian Academy. He had 17 points in the loss at Southeastern on Thursday night. He averages 5 points, 2.5 rebounds. Nigel Wilcox is a 6'6 senior from Alpharetta, Georgia. He had 12 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists and a steal at Southeastern. Had 11 points, 8 rebounds when these two teams first met in Ada. Nigel averages 10.1 points per ball game and 4.9 rebounds. And Caleb Riggs is back with the team and starting tonight. A 6'4 senior from OK, a transfer from MacU, and averaging 2 points and just under a rebound per ball game. East Central won at home over Southwestern Thursday night, 87-76. Oklahoma Baptist lost at Southeastern, 90-82. Paul King is not in uniform. He is not here tonight. We don't really know what is going on in that particular situation. We're not going to speculate. But without Paul King, Scott, that would leave this Bison team with 5 scholarship players here tonight against East Central and perhaps going into the conference tournament.
Well, that's awfully thin there. I did see Paul King walking earlier, but he's not on the bench, as you mentioned. And Paul King's got a lot of talent, so that